Hey everybody, Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I want to talk to you guys about MP3 players, or portable media players. Basically, we've seen that market almost disappear, and there aren't many devices left to choose from, whether it's a Cowan product, or it used to be an iRiver product, or Microsoft, or Apple. You know, the variety that used to exist 3 years ago just isn't there anymore. And today we're looking at the Zune HD, which came out last September. And it's a very nice device. As you can see, I was using an iRiver Clix 2 in the past. Also really nice device. 8 gigs of storage, small package, OLED screen, a radio. Nothing really to boast about. I had upgraded to the iRiver Spin, which had a larger OLED screen that was touchscreen, where on the Clix 2 it was not. And also they integrated this spin control and analog control besides having, you know, the traditional touchscreen experience, but because it was resistive and just the UI was a little messy or sloppy compared to iRiver's previous, you know, product like the Clix 2, where the UI was really a step up above anything that was on the market at the time. Microsoft is trying to give you guys, and of course myself, another option beyond the Apple world. Not to knock what Apple has put out there, because Microsoft pretty much has offered a product that's in the same vein. You are tied to Microsoft's the Zune marketplace, which could be a good thing for you, might be a bad thing for you. The actual software, to me, is a little clunky in terms of being a syncing method that's simple and easy to use. I suppose it is, but for me, I'll always prefer drag and drop, so to each his own. But more importantly, the player itself. It does have a 3.3-inch OLED screen. As I said, the screen is really nice, responsive, looks good. This is the 32 gig version. There's also a 16 and 64, so you really can, you know, find enough storage space for whatever you may need. Now, it does have the ability to play back videos that are HD. However, I found that almost every video that I wanted to play back on this, even if it was, as you can see, the accelerometer does not work except for when you're in certain modes. When I tried to play back HD video, even when they were actually Windows format, which should be natively supported by this player, you know, the Zune software still ended up converting it. So to me, that almost killed my experience right out of the box. For a lot of you, that won't matter. I think that if you're using this solely as a music player and not a portable media player, as you can see, I'm about to hit this button with my thumb, which is the home screen button, similar to what you find on a touch. I think if you're, again, back to the point I was making, if you're going to be using this only for music, it'll do a really good job. The Zune Pass for $15 a month offers unlimited music downloads and also gives you 10 free songs at the end of the month, which is something you won't find with any service. It does lack Bluetooth. Some, you know, won't care, but it's kind of sad that my old iRiver Spin does have Bluetooth. You know, it irks me. You know, every smartphone out there pretty much has Bluetooth. I don't understand why Microsoft didn't integrate it. I'm sure someone knows better than I. But taking a look at the actual construction, as you can see at the top, we have a power button. I mentioned that home screen button. You see it'll flip back and forth between the two user interfaces that you have there for pinning items. Volume rocker on the left side. At the bottom, you have your 3.5mm headphone jack, the proprietary charging / dock port, and on the other side of the player, there's absolutely nothing. The back is like a brushed aluminum. You know, an overall solid feel for a device that's a little over 2.5 ounces. So it's really small, really light. It gets about 8 hours of battery life, I think they claim on video. I haven't seen that personally, but it's pretty close. And it gets, I think, somewhere in the 33, 35 hours of audio playback. So will new devices be coming out that will have better battery life? Absolutely. That can always be said with all these devices. I think everyone watching this pretty much knows that. But you know, overall, the experience that the Zune brings to the table is pretty good, and I think that while there are a lot of these sales going on, because after all, this product did come out last September, it does, you know, offer a pretty good value, especially when you compare it to a touch device. Of course, I'm speaking of Apple products here, because you do get a very similar experience. You get a better screen. You get the ability to output HD video, which there's no other product in this form factor, in this class, with this battery life that can do that. Again, there is that caveat of having to deal with the conversion, which to me is a game breaker. It's one of the reasons I will not be keeping the Zune HD, because as far as I'm concerned, the inability to play back a native Windows format on this player makes it broken right out of the box. I can't stress that enough. But Overall, if you're going to be using this strictly as a music player, or if you want to use it in a room where you don't have access to a home theater PC or a computer, that can output to a monitor or a television or sound system, this device will fill the gap for you. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. Again, I did like the device. The UI is intuitive and really nice, but I think you're going to be finding that on all of the new Windows 7 series devices, as we've seen with the Kin that was just released by Verizon. So how unique the user experience is now that it's being ported, or not ported, but built onto all these new much more powerful devices, it does kind of make this device old news. But in its own right, for what it can do and at its price point, it's pretty much unmatched at this point. Hope this helps you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll be coming to you guys soon with a further look at the Incredible, because I have been spending some quality time with that phone, and hopefully some time soon with the iPad. And I also have a look at the Sony HX5V, what I consider right now to be the most versatile point-and-shoot camera at its price point on the market. That'll be coming up soon, so look out for that as well. All in all, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. Please subscribe and leave any comments or questions you have. Thanks. Bye-bye.